4 in 10 TSA employees remain unabominated as the deadline looms. These are their deadlines. This has got nothing to do with any of us. You know, you can deadline all you like. Deadline all the way until you're blue in the face. But, you know, we're not going to go for this. This is, you know, and it's a misnomer, this word there. You know, the abominated. This is a misnomer. Come on. We know what's going on. While we wait to see what remains of the U.S. Army after hundreds of thousands, I love the sound of that, of unabominated troops are told to pack up for not complying. I love that, for not complying. I'm going to repeat that, for not complying with the executive order. And whether that's the moment China will actually decide to attack, we wonder if soon nobody will be able to fly, as a few weeks from now the Transportation Security Administration may simply cease to exist. According to CNN, the TSA says 4 in 10 members of its workforce, including screeners, remain unabominated. Smart ones, against, you know what, just weeks ahead of a looming deadline. The looming deadline. A looming deadline. What for a what? For a mandate. Mandates are not law. Laws are not mandates. You know, the more you read, the more you realize just how silly this entire thing is. It's built on a perception. It's built on a perception. It's there to create fear. And their big deadline, apparently, their deadline, the line of the dead, is November 22 for being fully abominated. This is a separation. It's for the world to make the decision. Yeah. The world was put into effect 6,000 years ago. And the time of choosing, the big time of choosing. This is the big harvest. This is the most number of people that have ever been alive on the earth at one time. Right? And it's come down to this. It's come down to a separation of those who are prepared to want to continue to qualify to live in society and those who say, no, you know what? I've tasted of society. I've tasted of the world. And there ain't no way I'm going forward in this silly way of the enemy. And Lord, bind and rebuke and send this plan into the pits of hell. Cancel the plan. Cancel the plans of this enemy. So yeah, you know, do you hand over your entire eternity to Jesus Christ? Or do you hand it over to these modern companies that are all about pharmacopoeia, the Greek word for sorceries? You know, do you open your body up to the injectoid, or do you say, no, forget it, ain't gonna do it? And it means even making that decision unto death. There really is no point in remaining in a world that desires to contact trace you, control you, and, you know, turn you off at any time that they decide you're no longer valuable or of use to them, or you question their system, or you just don't want to participate in the worship of Lucifer. And that's where we're sitting at the moment. And if you see the United States, the staggering number, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of troops remain unabominated. You know, the world is going down the dividing line of who's going to take this, who isn't. Those who are taking it are going to be the ones who soldier on into the great tribulation to enforce this upon their fellow subjects of the elite. And then there are going to be those who say, no, forget it, ain't going to take it, ain't worshiping Lucifer, ain't worshiping this pig from hell. And this is where true bravery, true citizenry of heaven is going to be figured out. So yeah, that's the current news, and I'll be back with some more just very, very soon. But in the meantime, I'm urging you, if you have not given your life to Jesus Christ and you are sharing this with someone who doesn't know Christ, now is a good time, because the rapture is upon us. It's going to be here very, very soon. The minute the water breaks, the child will be born. And I'm talking about the La Palma explosion, the final volcano eruption that pushes megatons of power into the atmosphere, into the world, and the great falling away of the land into the ocean, which will set off a tsunami that will bring waters to the coast of the United States. And that's the water, the breaking of the water. The child is about to be born. If you haven't given your life to Jesus Christ, now is the time. Please, under no circumstances whatsoever, allow yourself to be left behind, because we're starting to see vestiges of this great tribulation everywhere throughout all the media. You only have to go on YouTube or any of these other support platforms online, and you will see just the kind of horror that's looming